Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the 6th installation of the series of Queen's Jobs Recruitment Fairs, virtual Queen's Jobs Recruitment Fairs, although a lot of the jobs are not virtual necessarily, but we are delighted you're here. We're nearing about 200 logins. We'll give a few more minutes, but we're going to want to try to jump right in. To our panelists today, our employers and our recruiters, both the ones who are returning, who have been our consistent partners from the beginning, as well as those who are now recruiting because opportunities are starting to open up. We are delighted that you are here with us and, of course, recruiting heavily here in the Borough families. For folks who are just tuning in, we are broadcasting live on our website. The recording will also be available on our website, queensbp.org/recruitment-fair. And on that page, you will see the list of our presenters today. Typically how we spend the 90 minutes, as many of you may know, the first half hour, maybe 45 minutes, we go around and everyone does almost an elevator spiel, an elevator pitch about what jobs and employment opportunities they are seeking to fill. And then the latter half of our job fair is really an interactive Q&A. So folks who are just logging in now, I will encourage you to start typing in your questions as you listen to the presenters into the Q&A function of the Q&A chat room on Zoom. For folks who are just tuning in on our website, there may be a link for folks who do not have a link previously. But if you still have questions, you can always email us at info@queensbp.org. So it's now 2:02, so I'm going to start introducing our panelists. And actually, right before I do, if you'll forgive me, I do have to put in a plug, especially since we are not joined today by our partners at the Census Bureau. If you haven't already, please fill out your census, my2020census.gov. My2020census.gov is absolutely critical for our future, the future of our families, our communities, our borough, and certainly New York. So thank you in advance for filling those out. All right, so we'll go right in. I see that we typically start with the first, the new partners, kind of as a courtesy, if you will. First up, we have from Community Capacity Development. They are a cure violence group, but they also are expanding significantly in terms of their organization. And so they are hiring a number of positions and operations. And today we have Executive Director Bain. Is he on the line?
Unfortunately, he's not.
Okay. When he logs in, we'll patch him right through. Up next, we've got from New York Life Insurance, a partner with New York Life Insurance, Bill Cleare. Thank you for joining us, Bill. Welcome, and the floor is yours.
Well, thank you again for having me today. Glad to be a part of it. I am a partner of New York Life here in the Borough of Queens in Rego Park. I've been with the company for shy of about 14 years now, and we are a 175-year-old firm, and we are a Fortune 100 company that has the highest financial rating that you can get from all the rating companies out there. There are 3 core positions that we're going to talk about today that I have, but before getting into them, I just want to have you guys that are listening to think about the position we're in now, where we need more security, more job security, and more income stability. So you may want to consider working for a company that's considered to be an essential service organization, which New York Life is. So we are not laying off, there's no furloughs, there's no change of hours. And so you're able to stick and stay in the same role with the same position and with the same responsibilities prior to COVID-19. So the first position out of the 3 core positions that we have available today is title is a sales agent. And the sales agent we are fully training you with everything that you need to know, so you don't have to have any previous experience or education in finance or in insurance. We have an online university that's available to the new individuals that come on board. We have remote and on-site training available for those individuals. And we also do role play sessions that are really fun to help you get through the transition to learn how to and state-of-the-art resources and tools that will help you succeed in this role. The second title is called a financial service professional and/or advisor. And so what we're doing there is this is for those individuals who want to take it up another notch. And we help them get sponsored with the necessary license to be able to provide people with estate planning and investing and retirement planning and business planning for those individuals who are interested in that. And then the last position that we have is called an associate partner position. And that's for those people that are in the audience out there that have an MBA within the past 3 years, or they have management experience. And so they have experience hiring, training, and developing individuals. These are the leaders that are amongst us. And we have positions available for those individuals as well. So moving right along, let me just give you some of the highlights of the benefits. We have full major medical benefits, health benefits, disability plan, dental plan, vision plan, healthcare spending account, tuition reimbursement, a 401k plan, plus a defined benefit pension where you're vested in this company after 5 years. So I really would like to answer any questions that you have during the Q&A session. There's a lot more to learn about the positions we offer and the enhancement of New York Life. So shoot me over an email and I'll send out in the chat my contact information. I got muted somehow. So if you didn't hear me, please check the chat and you can catch my information. Thank you for the opportunity again.
Thank you very much. You know, defined benefit plans are very attractive. So yeah, my ears perked up when you said that. Retirement security is certainly an issue. And so that's a very attractive amenity that you're offering. Thank you very much. For folks who are just tuning in, we are streaming live on queensbp.org/recruitment fair, which is where you will find the list of our presenters and our employers and our recruiters for today. And for those who have never logged into our virtual job fairs here, typically we spend the first half listening to all the employers and the recruiters, and then the latter half is really spent answering in a very interactive Q&A dynamic. So any questions that you have, folks, please put them into the Q&A section. And for our presenters, I will kindly ask that you type in your contact information that you would like open to the public. And our team at Borough Hall will also update the web page with the respective contact information. Up next, we have from our partners at Sheltering Arms, specifically Rock Safe Streets. They do a lot of tremendous work, particularly in the Rockaway area, but also throughout the borough, frankly. And with us today, we have a program director, Rosalyn Mason. Ms. Mason, welcome. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rosalyn Mason, as the borough president stated. I'm glad to be here today. I'm grateful for the platform and able to let everyone know exactly what Rock Safe Streets, a Sheltering Arms program, does. We are a Cure Violence initiative where we aim to reduce the gun violence in our neighborhood. So we look at violence as a public health issue. And so with that being said, we have different wraparound services that we give to the individuals within the neighborhood and also the community members as well. So to go back, we have 2 positions that we're actually hiring for. And just let me just go back a minute to talk about the services that we provide in order to reduce the gun violence. We have employment specialists that is on our team. We have a therapist that is on our team to give bereavement services. We help individuals try to find apartments if they're homeless or to get inside shelters. Wherever the participant or wherever the person is, we try to meet them exactly where they are. If we don't actually have the service, we try to find where the service is so that this way we can provide it for them. So we are actually hiring for 2 positions. The first position would be an outreach worker, and the outreach worker will hold a caseload of anywhere between 12 and 15 participants that we consider to be high risk. The high risk participants are anybody that was incarcerated, and anyone that has access to a firearm, anyone that is in gangs, high promiscuity, and also anyone that is not presently in school. That is the population of individuals that we serve from ages 16 to 24. The age can go down and it can go up given the person's circumstances. So the 2 positions that we are hiring for is one, which is called the violence interrupter. And the violence interrupter has 5 hours of canvassing on a daily basis from Tuesday to Saturday, and they canvass the neighborhood to detect and intervene violence. They also are someone that has to build inroads within the community, and those inroads would be able to let them know if there's any kind of violence or any type of violent crimes that may be going on within that particular neighborhood. So the violence interrupters are they call it the heart of the program for me, because they are individuals that are out there the majority of the time. Most of their work is spent in the field trying to detect, and interrupt violence. And also to see different individuals that may become a participant. So they have an opportunity to see some of the individuals that may be causing some of the problems in the street and tell them a little bit about our program, and then introduce them to what we call an outreach worker. And then that outreach worker will then work with them wherever they are in order to help change their mindset, feel better about themselves, get employment, go back to school, just get involved in more positive activities, and more importantly, to build a relationship with them to help change their mindset. To also address the trauma that they may face within that time. So I'm gonna go back because I hope I didn't confuse everyone. There is 2 positions, which is the violence interrupter that's out in the community detecting and interrupting violence, and then the outreach worker who then works with some of our at-risk and high-risk participants by assisting them in whatever it is that they need help with. We have wraparound services as well. As I said, we do have an education and employment specialist. We do have a Work Plus contract that also helps the kids get back on track in terms of school, in terms of working and trying to figure out even how to build a resume, how to come to work on time. So we do have all of those pieces that can help us assist the at-risk and the high risk from ages 16 to 24. There's so much more into the program, so I'll be here for the duration to answer any questions that anyone may have.
Great, thank you, Ms. Mason. And for those who are just tuning in, the lineup of our presenters, our recruiters and our employers today are available on the website queensbp.org/recruitment fair. We have a little bit over 200 participants logged in and tuning in through the Zoom, and I'm getting a count of how many are viewing online as well. And for those who missed the beginning, or who would like to go back, some of the recording of this will be available on our website. And just to note, for folks who are tuning in, you may be here for yourself, but some of the jobs that you're hearing about or some of the opportunities that you're hearing about, you may know somebody who would be a perfect fit for that. And we strongly encourage you to make that connect for folks, whether it's loved ones, your family, friends, people in the neighborhood and community, because all of the jobs that we are featuring today and with our partners, as much as you may want it or you may need it, we in Queens need these critical positions filled. and active and live because it is, again, critical to our recovery and rebuild. We're going to jump around a little bit because we have been joined by the presenter who was listed first. We had some technical difficulties, but juxtaposed as well with Ms. Mason's presentation, and that is, of course, from Community Capacity Development, Executive Director Kay Bain. We'll talk very briefly about the operations opportunities at his very quickly growing organization. As mentioned before, we're going through and listening to almost like an elevator pitch from each presenter, and then we'll have the bulk of the time open to the interactive Q&A. Mr. Bain, welcome.
Yes. Hey, how you doing, Madam Borough President? Thank you for having me. Yeah, I was dealing with a little bit of a technical issue getting in, but I'm very happy to be here. My name is Kay Bain. I'm the Executive Director of Community Capacity Development. And very similar to what my sister Rosalind, who is a colleague and comrade of mine, we're in the human justice business. We're involved in empowering communities, specifically communities of color, working with, mentoring young people in very innovative ways. The organization that I have the privilege of leading started, like most kill violence sites, at a budget of $250,000, more or less. And we have been very diligent in our efforts to grow fiscally, to see ourselves go to 500 to over 1 million. And we're now working on a $5 million budget entering this year. I say that because one of the positions that we're looking for is an operations manager, a chief operations manager. This is someone who has an executive background, a skill set, overseeing financial aspects of the nonprofit, coordinating staff, supervising staff. And there's much more to be said about that. I think the key core component that I heard Rosalyn mention is that you have to be someone who is focused and centered on community building. I think our organizations are unique and very important in this time because we work on all levels in the community. So there will be positions that Rosalyn mentioned, which most crisis management system organizations have, which are violence interruption, or VIs, we call them, outreach workers, who are line staff that deal more with a caseload. I'm sure that Rosalyn broke this down in greater detail, but these are the positions that you will typically find in businesses and CBOs like ours. But at CCD, because we are involved in a lot of training, facilitation, and technical assistance for the 24, soon approaching 27 sites around New York City, some of the positions that we could talk about deal with media, branding, capacity development on numerous levels. So when we're interviewing, when we're talking to candidates and referrals, we're looking for those characteristics of emerging leaders, more seasoned persons who want to add their specific expertise and approach into what we call the human justice movement. Don't want to monopolize the time, but I'm looking forward to speaking to and hearing from you all as we proceed. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Bain. Up next, we'll go right back into our agenda for today. So up next, we have from Mercy Home. We've got some support service opportunities there, and they are looking to fill those jobs from folks here in Queens. But of course, we're open to everybody outside of Queens as well. But from Mercy Home, we have Human Resources Manager Sofiya Avakyan, as well as Human Resources Coordinator Rhonda Beersingh. Welcome, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for having us here today. We're very excited to be part of this virtual job fair. To tell you a little bit about Mercy Home, we are a small nonprofit charitable organization. We have been around for over 160 years now, helping individuals that have developmental and intellectual disabilities with their day-to-day life. We have about 14 locations altogether, all throughout Brooklyn and Queens. We're looking to recruit for both boroughs. We have several vacancies that are open right now, and Rhonda, my colleague, will get into it in just a second. But to give you a little bit more information about Mercy Home, as we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic has been very difficult for a lot of people. The great thing about Mercy Home is that the services that we provide are considered to be essential. So all throughout this pandemic, we have been able to keep our workforce going We are continuously looking for more people to hire, and it's just a great way to have some job stability if this is the field that you're interested in, and it's not a difficult one to get into. The qualifications are not overly high, and Rhonda, my colleague, will tell you about our vacancies and the qualifications for each position.
Hi everyone, my name is Rhonda Beersingh. I'm the HR coordinator here at Mercy Home. We currently have the following positions open: direct support professionals, assistant residence managers, registered nurse, and licensed practical nurse. The majority of our workforce are direct support, so my main focus is to recruit for those positions. Our DSP position comes with $11.99 union benefits, health, dental, and vision, as well as a retirement plan. You only requires a minimum requirement is a high school diploma, GED, and a New York State driver's license. No experience is needed for this position. We will provide in-house training as well as orientation. For more information, you can either log on to mercyhomeny.org and click on careers. Thank you.
And we will also leave our information in the chat in the Q&A section in case anybody's interested in hearing a little bit more about each position or just connecting with us to see if they want to discuss a little bit more about the positions.
Perfect. And my Borough Hall team will also transfer that contact information over to our webpage, queensbp.org/recruitment-fair, which is where, again, you will find the full lineup of our recruiters and our featured employers today. Up next, and again, we mentioned this at the beginning, typically for the job fairs, we give kind of a courtesy to first-time partners, so they get to go first. So we have 2 more first-time partners. Joining us today is Life Camp Incorporated. They're specifically recruiting for youth development opportunities. And with us today, we have Administrative Executive Stephanie Ruiz. Ms. Ruiz, welcome.
Thank you. It's so nice to talk to all of you guys today. I appreciate you taking the time to be here and learn about the opportunities we have. So I'm representing Life Camp. Very similarly to Kay Bain and Rosalind Mason, we form a part of New York City's crisis management system. Our organization is based in Southeast Jamaica, Queens, and our mission is to protect our community through outreach, intervention, and engagement. So what we do is provide youth and families that have been impacted by violence with tools to help them stay in school, keep them out of the criminal justice system. Our programming provides a holistic approach to reinforce people's self-esteem, respect for life, for one another, and just connect and mobilize youth to prevent and heal from violence in New York City. So if you're looking to get involved with a grassroots organization and you're in the Southeast Queens area, that is where we are based and that is where our work happens. The positions that we're recruiting for right now are an administrative coordinator who will help kind of oversee the day-to-day work and just be on the operations side of our organization. We have a credible clinician role that works with our therapeutic and wellness services department and will help with the unconventional therapeutic services that we offer. We have a youth development specialist position that we're also hiring for that will work directly with our Cleare violence team that supports the young people with different programming to kind of, sometimes over the summer, we've been doing things to get them out of the city or doing like pop-up barbecues, doing Zoom classes, just different things to keep young people engaged this summer and not so bored at home. And then finally, we're also recruiting for outreach worker, violence intervention and prevention specialists. And similar to what Kay Bain and Rosalind Mason mentioned earlier, those are the people on our team that are going out into the street, they're canvassing, they're really creating touch points with the community and servicing our catchment area. One thing that I definitely want to mention is that specifically for our outreach worker and violence intervention prevention specialist positions, if you've had touch points with the criminal justice systems yourself or have, a background, we do provide opportunities. That's one of the biggest things. We really want to provide opportunities to people who are re-entering the community. And I have already dropped the information that you would need to apply for these positions. So I really look forward to answering your questions and seeing you guys apply.
Thank you, Ms. Ruiz. And up next, we have another new partner, Metroplus Health Plan, some more health insurance opportunities. And with us today, we have Assistant Director of Sales, Victor Lee, no relation. Mr. Lee, welcome.
Thank you. First, I would like to thank Queensborough President Sharon Lee, you, and Sharon Anderson and the Queensborough staff for inviting us to this forum. We do have several positions available, and you can find most of them on our website. And you go to the bottom, join our team, you will find out. And later on, I will be speaking about the position that I'm sort of involved in. Metroplus Health is a health insurance plan that offers comprehensive medical, vision, and dental benefit for all ages and income levels. We are actually a wholly owned subsidiary of NYC Health and Hospital. We are a not-for-profit public benefit corporation serving New York City for over 35 years. We are the public option of guaranteed health care declared by Mayor de Blasio in 2019. Our plan currently covers over 500,000 New Yorkers. Metroplus consistently ranked among the highest plan in New York City for quality and consumer satisfaction. We are the top rank for quality for the entire state of New York. And the position that I'm involved in is called the Marketplace Facility Enroller. That's more of a sales position. And the Marketplace Facility Enroller is responsible for educating and assisting qualified individuals with purchasing affordable health insurance coverage and or obtaining eligibility determination for coverage and qualified health plans through Marketplace, such as Medicaid, Child Health Plus, Essential Plan, and Qualified Health Plan as well. We also have other product lines that we offer, which we can discuss later on. But the best way to know what the position is about is I'm going to walk you through a scenario, what we did during the COVID-19 scenario. We were in full operations and majority of the MFE were working from home. Now we actually are going back into the field to be more into our providers on-site location, our community office, our hospital, our RV operation, and we are also at COVID testing sites. You can find us over there. Basically, what we did during that time is what you will be expected to do as a marketplace facility enrollers. So at the time, Metroplus were able to assist application enrollment to Marketplace. We answered general inquiry about health insurance. We did customer service to our members. We also help applicants upload their documents to New York State of Health. We also help individuals who have premium payment submission to submit to New York State of Health. And we also help a lot of individuals in changing the doctors if they are going to see them. We also have something called the telehealth options program that we ran as a virtual provider. It's zero cost to our members, and they usually are for urgent care service, therapy, and psychiatry. And they're available for certain product lines such as Medicaid, Child Health Plus, Essential Plan, Medicare, and our commercial line of business. So that's what we did during COVID-19. And your primary role right now, if you do get hired, is really to find an individual who needs health insurance. And it may not be a very easy task, but we are having other ways of doing it. We also do a lot of online. We do social media advertisement, and you can find us through social media like Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook. All those social media platforms, we're out there. You just need to reach out to us, call us, and we can do the application now, either by phone or through phone enrollment. And I can answer any question later on about specific benefits. We are a New York City agency, so we get the New York City pension. And for this particular position, you actually get you're unionized, and you also get union benefits, and as well as overtime. And because we also have an incentive plan for people who exceeded the goal of reaching out to helping a lot of New Yorkers. We are in the 5 boroughs. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Again, very attractive defined benefit plans are very attractive for retirement security. So the remaining presenters today are returning partners, many of whom have been with us from the very beginning, the very first job fair back in April. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they're the same opportunities. I understand that a lot of the opportunities have been filled successfully, which we're excited to hear about all the time. But of course, opportunities evolve as time goes by. And so Up next, we have from Health and Hospitals, both from Queens Hospital and Elmhurst Hospital, the two public hospitals in our borough. First, we will hear from Queens Hospital, and that would be Personnel and Labor Relations Associate Joseph Camarano, followed by our friends over at Elmhurst Hospital, Personnel Representative Jennifer Michelle. Welcome.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Borough President Lee. My name is Joseph Camarano. I am from Queens Hospital. So just a little bit about us. New York City Health and Hospitals has 11 acute care hospitals, a robust network of primary care community health centers, nursing facilities, a home health care agency, and dozens of specialty services and centers of excellence. The New York City Health and Hospitals healthcare system offers opportunities for every level of healthcare professional and in every kind of setting. Our health system provides a unique and exciting work environment where health professionals can practice their skills with excellence and share their passion for our mission to care for all New Yorkers, regardless of their ability to pay or immigration status. At Queens Hospital, we are primarily looking for three positions. We're looking for staff nurses in our emergency departments, our medical clinics, and our OR at Queens Hospital. For those positions, you need a valid RN license, and then just demonstrate commitment to continued professional development. I'm now going to pass it over to Jennifer Michelle, who works at Elmhurst Hospital, who's going to talk a little bit about our positions there.
Ms. Michelle, the floor is yours.
Michelle, the floor is yours. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Michelle. I'm a personal rep at Elmhurst Hospital. Just to piggyback off of what Joseph's saying, currently with our clinical staff, we have lab techs, we have PNs, we have staff nurses, RNs, and patient care associates, so PCAs. For our admin staff, we have social workers, clerical associates, coordinating managers, and we also have service aides as well that work in our environmental services department.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Michelle. Thank you, Mr. Camarano. And also let me take this opportunity to thank you and your teams at your respective hospitals for everything that you did, especially the darkest of times in Queens when we were the epicenter of the epicenter, which was not too long ago. It feels like several lifetimes ago, but thank you again for everything that you do. These are essential jobs that we are continuously trying to fill because as we know, we've learned very acutely, they are absolutely critical for our families. Up next, on the same vein of healthcare opportunities, we've got our returning partners with Workforce One. They have a slew of various opportunities that are at their fingertips. Recruitment Account Manager Angela Regalado, welcome back.
Thank you, everyone. And it is great to be back. And I really appreciate everyone that has consistently showed up to every career fair. I definitely see the emails coming in and also the profiles on LinkedIn that I've reviewed as well. So yes, my name is Angela Regalado. I am one of the recruitment managers at the Healthcare Career Center through Workforce One. As many of you may know, with Workforce One, all of our services are now offered virtually, and this has been now for the last couple of months, just transitioning into a new space to be able to accommodate and provide all of our services to our clients. Just a few things, and just to also mention for anyone who's not familiar with our services, we do offer recruitment services, meaning if a job seeker is looking for an opportunity in healthcare or you're looking to transition into the healthcare field, we do provide those resources. In addition, we do have workshops to further support a job seeker through their job search process. Some of these may include a workshop, for example, to update your resume. We also do have workshops that aim to support you in interviewing skills, right? So if any those apply. For example, if you're maybe looking to freshen up your skills, or maybe you want to know what are the current questions that employers are asking, just to get familiar with some of those. Our workshops provide tools that you will be reviewing virtually, but also tools you can always use and reference. So a lot of the resources that we provide are really to support you through your job process, and the ongoing relationship that you will establish with the recruiter that you will be assigned is going to work to benefit you and to support you in finding that position, that ideal position within the healthcare field. Now, some of the positions following, what New York City Health and Hospitals mentioned, CNAs, right, which are certified nursing assistants, as well as LPN and RN position. So the focus for us, even as of recently, and what we're seeing the highest needs are these three positions. The three positions all require New York State license. We also do ask candidates to have updated documents such as a physical, maybe recent vaccinations. And if you did already get tested for COVID, if you have that documented, definitely have it available, as some employers are asking for this information just to expedite the hiring process, right? In addition, I'd like to mention that we do work with, or we are working with certain facilities. We work within the 5 boroughs. In addition, we do have, for example, some opportunities that come up in White Plains, Westchester areas, right outside of New York City. So this also aims to service those candidates. So if there is anyone that maybe doesn't live within the 5 boroughs that would be interested in a healthcare opportunity, feel free to reach out, because we also do have partnerships in those outside areas, in the tri-state area specifically. With the pay rates, I would love to go down and break everything down, but they're all based on experience as well as educational background. If anyone is interested, I will be putting my information in the chat, but feel free to continue adding me on LinkedIn if you do have a LinkedIn profile, or just sharing again your resume directly with me via email, and I would be glad to set up an appointment. We can do a screening and then see how we can do.
Great, thank you, Ms. Regalado. We're going to switch gears in terms of the industries. We're going to move over to our airport opportunities. As many of you know, Queens is home to both, not just 2, but both of New York City's airports, Kennedy and LaGuardia. And so, of course, one of our original partners for these job fairs, the Council for Airport Opportunity. We are joined here by the Director of Business Development, Dia Noel. Welcome back, Ms. Noel. Good to see you.
Thank you, Borough President Lee. Good to see you as well. And welcome to everyone joining us today. It's always a pleasure. The invitation came at a time when we were still recruiting for positions at all 3 airports. And when I say 3, particularly JFK and LaGuardia here in Queens, and Newark Airport in New Jersey. Just let me give you a little bit of information if you're joining us for the first time. The mission of the Council for Airport Opportunity, which was established in 1972, is to identify and address those employment needs surrounding our New York and New Jersey airports, and responding to the hiring needs of the airport tenants and the aviation industry. Now, what does that mean? It means that the Council for Airport Opportunity will assist you in gaining employment through our registration, pre-screen, and referral process. And that process is one wherein you, having completed that process, would be invited to join or meet with or interview with the hiring manager of the positions that we currently recruit for and that we recruit for on a regular basis. Please keep in mind that our positions do change every week. And when I mention the registration process, please register now, because it takes a little bit of time to get you into the system, to get you familiar with the different types of positions that are available. I would also like to let you know that all positions have a possibility of leading to a different position. They can be considered a career ladder, if you will. You don't have to stay in the position that you start with. We know that the salaries and benefits they vary based on the company that you would work for. But you also have an opportunity through training with these employers to look for a better opportunity even within the company that you begin working with or the airport itself. And the airport is huge. I've been there for a number of years, and I can tell you, that after a while, it becomes a passion, and it is an opportunity for you to get to meet and work with some really very professional people. So we want to start with the current positions. At LaGuardia Airport, we have a need for team members in the restaurant industry. We're looking for visual coordinators in retail, and team member for a restaurant industry could mean working as a host, a server, could be a cook, or working a line prep within a restaurant. The retail merchandising position that we're looking for, that is someone who creates displays and manages inventory and sort of takes a look at the daily day-to-day within a store. If any of you have those types of interests, or maybe you have some background experience in these positions, please reach out to us, and we'd be happy to be able to work with you through our account managers. General maintainers, another position that is open at JFK and LaGuardia Airport. And these are individuals who are very capable and equipped to make sure that the airport is kept in good repair. And a lot of it involves facility and grounds maintenance. And then we go to JFK Airport, where we are still recruiting for warehouse cargo agents. That position has been ongoing before, during, and now during the pandemic. There is also a request for a supervisor of warehouse cargo services. We're looking for electrical and mechanical technicians. These would be individuals who would actually work on rail cars. We are looking for security guards, and a security guard would need the 8 and 16-hour training certificate. You would also need a New York security guard license. And then we can move on to New Jersey, who have similar positions: package handler, food production associate, server, bartender, sous chef, same general types of positions. But what we always say to anyone who connects with the Council for Airport Opportunity is that you have to look at it as a job or a career. And if it's essential and it's necessary and it means a lot to you, talk to us. Let us kind of walk you through the process, let you know what is required before you get into the business and what you will need going forward. And most of the companies, actually all of them, do provide training in the job. So you go in as a first timer, let's say, because the requirements are that you have various documents in order to get employed. But all the companies do train in the specific job that you are hired for. We make sure you have the basic needs and that you can gain employment into the airport. So again, my name is Verdia Noel. I'm Director of Business Development for the Council for Airport Opportunity. I do appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. We have a number of positions now, and this is just the beginning of the week for us, because we're going right into next week as soon as this particular job fair is over. So we're open to registration at www.caonynj.com, and call-in number is 718-523-7100. And we are virtual still. We have 4 locations for CAO in Queens. We're all virtual. We're working remotely, but we're providing the same employment services that we would provide if we were in-house. So please reach out to us, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Noel. And just a reminder to folks who are interested in the airport / aviation industry, we've got multi-billion-dollar overhauls happening at both Kennedy and LaGuardia. And so that's really coming online. We can see it visibly, tangibly as you go on Grand Central, as you drive, but the fruits of that investment will be coming out in the coming years. And so now is actually a great time to go in if you're thinking about it. On a related note, transportation opportunities, but also industrial opportunities. We've got returning partners from Workforce One, Sarah Tapia and Leonidas Karakayas. Welcome back. Floor is yours.
Hi, thank you, Borough President. Again, like I always say, it's always a pleasure being here. So thank you for having us. Just like the Borough President mentioned, my name is Sarah Tapia. I work for the Workforce One, specifically Industrial and Transportation Career Center. So many of our opportunities focus in those areas. So it includes opportunities in construction, manufacturing, warehousing, transportation. So that's both regular driving opportunities and commercial driving, along with several airport opportunities as well. So if you're interested in areas like this, please feel free to forward us your resume. We will share our contact information as well in the chat. Some of the opportunities specifically in construction that we're looking for, because it is construction season right now, are electricians, general laborers, skilled carpenters, masons, so on and so forth. So again, if you're interested in any of these opportunities, we look forward to hearing from you. So I will pass it off to my colleague Leon to talk a little bit more about some specific opportunities we're recruiting for. So thank you again.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you, Borough President Lee and Ms. Anderson for having us and hosting this wonderful event. It's always a pleasure being here. My name is Leonidas Korahais. I'm an account manager with Workforce One. I specialize for the airport, the wholesale trade and manufacturing sectors. Today, I'm here to present to you different opportunities. For the airport, I have the ramp agent warehouse position. It does require a driver's license, and the pay is up to $19 per hour. I have data entry, customer service position at the airport, full-time. It does require knowledge of Excel and knowledge of Excel. Outside of the airport, I'm working with a soft drink distributor company. They're looking for CDLB drivers doing route deliveries, full-time position. Also, they're looking for an overnight warehouse manager. People who with those candidates with those skills, please definitely email me your resumes. I'm looking for another company for regular drivers doing food deliveries. They must have a license for at least a year. Also, I'm looking for food couriers. I'm looking for an operations and customer service individual with experience in administration and some logistics. This person is going to be working for a chemical manufacturing company. Everyone, please email resumes and I'll take a look at them and I'll be in contact with every single one of you. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. And just a reminder to those who may have not heard at the beginning, we have a few more presenters and then we're going to open it up to answer all the Q&A questions, interactive Q&A. And if you haven't already, as you're listening, if you have any questions, just pop them into the Q&A function of the Zoom application, and we will address each question as they came in. Up next, security opportunities. We've got our returning partners at WatchGuard 24/7, and we are joined by, again, Francis Velasquez. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you, Borough President Lee, for having us again. We love doing these events. My name is Francis Velasquez. I'm the Human Resources Director representing WatchGuard 24/7, which is a security company that was founded right here in Queens over 10 years ago by John and Michelle Rafferty, both Queens natives. We're a security company that services all 5 boroughs in a variety of divisions. And we are currently looking to hire officers for our school safety division, security concierge division, which does luxury apartments, commercial buildings, senior residences. We're also looking for dispatchers, field inspectors, and we have a few other positions available as well. All our sites practice social distancing. We professionally sanitize every day, and we provide all the required PPE to all our employees. So if you're looking for a security job or you'd like some information on how to become a security officer, our contact information will be in the link. Please give us a call and we'll be more than happy to assist, and best of luck.
Thank you, Ms. Velasquez.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to switch gears now, a little more toward personal support and child development. So we've got returning partners, Queens Centers for Progress, none other than Michelle Jenkins. Welcome back.
Thank you, Borough President, and thank you for everyone that put this together, Sharon Anderson, as well as the other staff members. We enjoyed coming to these events. They've been successful so far. I think we've been doing this now for about 5 months with you guys, and we have been able to hire staff. So it is working. Keep up the good work. My name is Michelle Jenkins. I'm the Assistant Director of Human Resources for Queens Centers for Progress. We are a nonprofit organization that's been around for over 70 years. Our main focus is to provide person-centered services for adult individuals with developmental disabilities. Our focus here today also is to hire some people to help us with our mission, and that is to provide quality care. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Right now, people are finding themselves, it's been some time with the pandemic, out of work, wondering what to do. We know the unemployment is dwindling down, the uncertainty of what's going to happen. Maybe Queens for Progress might be your answer. Let me start off with the benefits. That's keeps me for the past 26 years. So we're talking 18 vacation days, 8 sick, 4 personal, 12 paid holidays, as well as 3 floating holidays. You have medical, dental, paid prescription program. You have tax deferred annuity, a pension program, employee assistance program, life insurance, virtual health, which has been a very, very good thing these days, as well as tuition reimbursement for a bachelor's as well as a master's degree, because we believe in investing in our staff. So with those type of benefits, it's definitely worth the look. We have 8 different programs that we have at Queens Centers for Progress. Right now, I'm targeting the essential workers, and that is for our residential program. We have 9 group homes located in Belrose, Queens, right off the Grand Central Parkway. We are looking for direct support professionals to assist us in providing quality care to adult individuals. That means you're playing about 10 different roles, from a recreational coordinator. You're going to be all types of things to them. Goals are very important: socialization, communication, things that you and I take for granted, but that's a learning time for them. So with direct support, they have been essential during this pandemic. They have been the ones going in. They're like firemen. We're running out, they're running in. They have been helping us throughout this pandemic. So with that being said, the shifts that we do have available right now is early morning rises, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. That means when you get there, you need to have that smile on your face, because they're not going to want to get out of bed either. But with you being there and helping them on that early morning shift, I'm sure you'll be able to accomplish, and that is to help them to get ready for their day. The next shift we're recruiting for is 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. That's the heart and soul. That's the evening shift. That's when things start going live. They would have finished their day, they'll get a snack, you're going to assist them in another set of goals. Right now, with things are, shelter in place, and it's just relaxed a little bit, that we're able to take them out. We need people who can understand the Zoom platform, WhatsApp app, to get them, still out and helping them to have activities in-house. A lot of arts and craft projects we're looking for people to do. So if you're crafty, this might be a good start for you to transition into this type of a field in the human services field. Also, the next shift is 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. It is an awake position. You would be overseeing them while they are asleep. Sometimes they're restless. Sometimes they've had a bad night. They might still be sitting up watching TV. So you're there to make sure that they are okay. Bed check, body checks, housekeeping chores. That's the goal on the 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. position. And people who just want supplemental right now, who can use a little bit of extra income, we have weekend shifts available, Saturday and Sunday only. You work 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. to 12 midnight. Qualifications for our direct support professionals, high school diploma, GED, college would be nice. It's great for those who are studying the field of human services, so you understand the whole field of what you're getting into. In addition, we require a New York State driver's license. We do need 3 years, but close to it. And if you're interested in that, I'm going to leave my chat information. And the other position I am recruiting for is, RN administrator to work in our residential program to oversee the day-to-day operations of our nursing department. That means RNs, LPNs, AMAPs you would be overseeing, as well as policies and procedures, developing that for our residential program. It is a day shift, requires previous experience in an OPWDD setting or something similar to it, like a day program or residential program. My contact number for that, directly would be 646-341-1383. That's the direct recruiter number for the RN supervisor position. And we are also looking for an RN consultant, 5 hours per week, just to work in our day program. We are also recruiting for a SLP, Speech-Language Pathologist, someone who's currently certified, who has had expertise in swallowing difficulties to work in our residential program, 5 to 7 hours per week. And again, it is a consultant position. Assistant supervisor working in our residential program. You'll be working in conjunction with a residential supervisor and overseeing the day-to-day operations of a 10-bed facility. Again, adults with developmental disabilities. The residence is located in Jamaica Estates, right off of Hillside Avenue. If you have a bachelor's degree and prior experience as a direct support, this will be a great stepping stone into the world of supervisory. And the next position is maintenance. Right now, they are essential workers too. We need them more than ever. You would be not overseeing, but sanitizing, cleaning, sweeping, helping us in making sure we have a safe environment for people that are returning back to work. High school diploma or GED is necessary, and we will train. Hours for that position is 9:30 to 5 o'clock, and it's located in Belrose, Queens, right off the Grand Central Parkway. Last position on my list is an HVAC technician. If you're certified, if you're coming just out of a program, we would love to hear from you as well. And that's all the hot positions that I have available at Queens Centers for Progress. If you just want some information about our positions, if you're not sure this is the right opportunity for you, you can contact me as well. I'll leave my information in the chat area in regards to the resume, and good luck to everyone that's out there. Take care.
Thank you, Ms. Jenkins, and thank you for mentioning and reminding us, the unemployment numbers are troubling, and especially with, we've got the unemployment supplements expire, the federal ones that expired last week. So we are heading into some uncertain times. And so for folks who are tuning in, whether it's for yourself or maybe you heard about an opportunity that someone around you would be a perfect fit for, please spread the word. And again, as we mentioned, all the contact information of each respective employer and recruiter is listed on our website. We have 2 more presenters today, and then we'll go into our Q&A. Up next, we have the Child Center of New York, also returning partner with us from the beginning because they are essential workers. And we have Shoshana Chetty. Welcome back.
Thank you, Borough President Lee. My name is Shoshana Chetty. I'm the recruitment coordinator here at the Child Center. The Child Center was founded in 1953 as a children's counseling center, and then as Queens expanded, we expanded with the community. We service over 35,000 children and their families each year, and we work out of approximately 70 different site locations. We have 5 main program areas ranging from early childhood education, which are our Head Start programs. We have behavioral health, which are substance abuse in our family clinics. We have prevention and health homes and integrated care, which is where we actually go into the homes and provide services to the children and their families as needed. We have a clinical consultation program where we actually work hand in hand with ACS, Child Protective Services. And then our biggest division is youth development, and that's after school programs and cornerstone community-based programs, as well as school-based mental health. So what we're currently hiring for, I am looking for a full-time KSAC consultant, requires a bachelor's degree and a KSAC 2. I'm also looking for several mental health workers. These are full-time positions. We are looking for somebody who is fluent in Spanish, Mandarin, Cantonese, or Bengali. Requires a bachelor's degree in psychology or a related field, as well as 2 years child welfare experience. I am also looking for a parent advocate / case aide, which also requires at least 1 year's working with families and parents and families, and requires a high school diploma. Again, we're looking for somebody who's fluent in Spanish, Mandarin, Bengali, or Cantonese. I also need a school-based clinical coordinator, either a licensed mental health counselor or a licensed master social worker, fluent in Spanish, and this position is based in Far Rockaway. And then finally, I'm looking for a peer advocate. Must be fluent in Spanish or Mandarin and have a certified recovery peer advocate license. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chetty. And last but certainly not least, another original partner with us, Queens Workforce One Career Centers. And we have, of course, Nancy Conopel and Christine Nunez here to talk about a variety of specifically retail and service opportunities. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Queensborough President Lee, and thank you for being such a great partner for all these years. As my colleague said, Workforce One prepares and helps New Yorkers to connect to job opportunities across New York City. All our services are free and now virtual. We have strong relationships with employers throughout New York City, and they rely on us to match them with the most qualified candidates. Our services include job listings, recruitment events, veterans priority services that include spouses of veterans, resume and interview workshops, as my colleague said, and other training opportunities. We offer opportunities in many fields, including retail, as Borough President Lee mentioned, security, maintenance field, home health aides, direct support professionals. Now, for the first time, we even have some web design and graphic design positions as well. I put and all our positions are now in Queens, with a few of them in other boroughs as well. I put my information into the chat room. Please feel free to send your resume to me. And you can also register online at www.nyc.gov/workforce1. That's the number 1. And I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, account manager, Christine.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Queensborough President Sharon Lee and her team for putting this together. Workforce One does appreciate our time being able to speak about our services. As Nancy stated, I'm Christine. I'm an account manager and as well as the site manager for the Rockaway Workforce One Center. And I have the privilege and honor of representing the Flushing, Queens, Jamaica, Queens, and the Rockaway Workforce One Career Centers. So with our centers, there's about 10 account managers that are looking for candidates who are looking for work. You know, as Ms. Jenkins has stated from the Queens Center for Progress, unemployment is dwindling. Therefore, we have these job rooms to connect with job seekers and as well as with employers. Currently, I'm working with a couple employers in Jfk Airport and in Jamaica, Queens areas that are looking for cleaners. So if you have at least 1 year of cleaning experience, if you're looking for full-time, if you're looking for benefits, medical, dental, 401k, paid time off, we do have those opportunities that we can pair you with. I'm also working with a not-for-profit organization that has women's shelter facilities, and they're looking for residential aides and shift supervisors. So these positions would require having 8-hour certificate, 16-hour certificate, security licenses, all up to date, as well as for the residential aide, having the FO2 fire guard, for the ship supervisor, having the F80. So these are their minimum requirements, along with a high school diploma or GED. So those are the opportunities that we would have. We also, like I stated, I'm a part of a team of 10 account managers within Queens, but the organizations we work with are also in the other boroughs. So definitely as a job seeker, let us know what are your skills, your qualifications. Starting off with just having a conversation and providing that resume, we would be able to see what we can refer you to, how we can coach you in landing that opportunity. And as far as employers, if you need candidates to be a part of your organization, we are definitely capable and able to assist you and see how we can better serve your organization. We are also working with retail companies in the Jamaica, Queens areas. Surprisingly, there are still some brick and mortar retail shops that are operating and looking for sales associates. So I'll send over my contact information in the chat, and I look forward to speaking to anyone. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Conopel. Thank you, Ms. Nunez. And so with that, we'll jump into the interactive Q&A. Just so that folks here know who we're talking to, we've got a little over 200 folks still in the Zoom app. We also have, I think, a little over 300 visitors to our online stream. And I want to just take this opportunity real quick to thank my team at Borough Hall, Sharon Anderson, Director of Economic Development, Carolina Gill, Chris Barca, Aldo Grillo, John Pericone, Dot Parfumi, and of course my Chief of Staff, Vicky Morales-Casella. This series of job fairs would not be possible without everyone. One last thing before I turn it over to the Q&A. Our next job fair will be August 26th, same time, 2 p.m., same place. For those who are tuning in and who are looking to actually be a recruiter, if you're an employer and you'd like to join us, please contact us, info@queensbp.org. And final plug, if you haven't already, fill out your census, my2020census.gov. And with that, we'll turn this over to Ms. Anderson and Ms. Gill to facilitate the Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you, Borough President. It would be nice if our partners can all join us on screen, for those of you who are not visible at this time. And I'll start with the first two questions. The first question is for Victor. Victor, could you just verify your contact, your email information, please?
Sure, it's VLEE@metroplus.org. My phone number is 718-840-9743.
Thank you.
Can you repeat the phone numbers? I'm typing it on the chat for everybody.
Sure, it's 718-840-9743.
Thank you. Next, the same thing I need for Verdia Noel to verify her website. Seems like someone was trying to, and go to your website and they were unable to get in, and I'm not sure that
it's www.caonyj.com.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a question from one of our attendees. I am a recent graduate with Bachelor's of Computer Science. I was wondering if there are any software job opportunities. So if any of you have, please let us know. Okay, it looks like at this time we don't, but we'll keep that in mind. This one is for the hospitals. I mean, I know it's not directly through you guys, but do you guys know if there are still any available opportunities for contact tracers?
So I know for all of us, we filled all of our contact tracer positions currently, but who knows what will happen in the future. We'll most likely will have more contact tracer positions opened. I would recommend going to our website. It's employment.nychhc.org to just constantly look and see if there's any updates.
Okay, Francis, this question is for you. Are the security positions unionized at through WatchGuard?
No, not at this time, non-union.
Okay, wonderful. Another question, a financial advisor position. Do you require a college degree for someone wanting to follow the financial advisor position? Is Bill Cleary still with us? Hello? No? Okay. Carolina?
Yes, this might be this one. What jobs are available? Do any of you have any job availables for disabled people?
Hi, this is Nancy from the Queens Workforce. All our jobs are open to everyone, and we do work with employers that are very open to hiring disabled and will make those accommodations.
And we also invite individuals with disabilities to visit our offices as well. And once they've had a conversation with the account manager, we can determine if they're suited, where they're best suited, and sort of walk them through the process.
The same for the hospital as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
This question is for Rosalind Mason. What are the experience and educational requirements for the outreach worker?
The outreach worker is a high school diploma. And I would like some experience in case management.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Is Mr. Cleary still on the line and still with us?
I think we lost them.
Lost them, okay. Okay, someone is very appreciative of Ms. Mason on the site. Educational assistants, who has that position? What are someone's asking, Nicholas is asking, what are some of the requirements for it to be in an assistant in education? Would that be Shoshana? You have some positions with the schools, with the New York City Public Schools. Are those remote at this time?
Yes, the only thing I'm really looking for though is I'm looking for a school-based clinical coordinator. And that's either a licensed master social worker or a licensed mental health counselor and fluency in Spanish.
Okay, so that person requires higher education. Carolina?
Yes, this is just, I will try to get contact information from this person, Stephanie Jerome. She's interested in Mercy Home. She says that she has her permit and is waiting on her driver's license. I will type your contact information from Mercy Home directly to this person, but just wanted to let you know, keep in mind this name, Stephanie Jerome. This is for K. Bain. I looked at the website for jobs and they looked interesting. When I look, I didn't see the salary and the hours listed for the job positions. How much would a person get paid working there, and when does the work start and end? Is Kay Bain on the line?
I thought he was. He's not visible. Okay, we lost a couple.
I apologize. We'll try to get those answers.
I think we also lost our partner for New York Life Insurance, and this highlights the importance of the question and answers that follow the period that follows the presentations, right? Because this is where the interest is, and people will, they're asking questions before they follow up to your organization. And so we encourage everyone to follow up to the organization that you're interested in. Unfortunately, today, a couple of our partners moved on a little early. Let's see.
I have a question for Mr. Lee. Does the Metroplus health sales job required some sort of license or any type of license?
Hello. There's no license required, but you will go to a New York State health training for 3 days, and you must pass that training in order to continue employing with Metroplus.
Perfect.
Someone's asking about the contact tracer supervisory positions. Is there any such position? Joseph, you mentioned that they should just go on and inquire into the New York City H&H Test and Trace Corps, right?
Correct.
Okay. Also, someone has a criminal justice degree. Someone is asking, are there any criminal justice opportunities for law school graduates? Is any of the violence interrupter positions along those lines? Law schools graduate can participate in those positions?
Can you ask that question again? I'm sorry.
Someone's asking, are there any criminal justice opportunities for law school grads?
Well, the violence interrupter position is a little different because that position, depending on the individual, I may be able to waive the high school diploma. So I think when it comes down to the violence interrupter, I really feel like it has to be a people's person and somebody that doesn't mind being in the field daily and talking to at-risk and high-risk individuals.
Okay, so it's a little bit more like a social worker and human services person, a very people person. As well.
I would say a person that has definite street credibility within their neighborhood. If you understand, if somebody is more so interested in the violence interrupter position, I'll put my contact information in and we could I could explain a little bit more thoroughly.
Okay.
Because it's really a position with somebody that is known throughout their neighborhood and respected in their neighborhood.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have a phone number that we can share for the Council for Airport Opportunities or just the website?
Hi, yes, the phone number is 718 523-7100.
Okay, I'm going to repeat that because I'm typing it to the chat. 718-523-7100.
523-7100, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, someone is asking about software positions and IT positions. Does anyone have any of those positions available?
IT,
no.
not right now.
Okay, someone has an MSW in counseling and 12 years experience in social services. Can he or she, Terry, apply for a social worker position? I think so.
Yes,
Here-
Child Center they can.
Go ahead, Shoshana, sorry.
Okay, at the Child Center they can definitely apply for a position.
Awesome, thank you.
And we do have some positions as well for case managers, case planners, youth counselors at the Queens Workforce as well.
And also at the healthcare center, I did forget to mention, we do have LMSWs and LCSW opportunities working with individuals with a criminal justice background.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. Sure, and I do want to mention that we do have an opening for a labor associate for the law degree question. I'm not sure what is, but you go to the website, there is a labor relations associate that has some kind of law degree type of qualification that the individual can look into from Metroplus.
Can you repeat the name of the title of the position?
Just give me a second.
Because you have a lot of professional positions listed at your website, which is a good thing.
This one is the Labor Relations Associate, and one of the minimum qualification is a juris doctor degree or master degree.
Okay.
And there's some other experience, minimum experience expectation there, but the candidate can go in and see if he has those qualifications.
Okay.
At Metroplus, and the position is Labor Relations Associate.
Excellent. Labor Relations Associate for the personal law degree.
Right.
Now, people are experiencing difficulty because sometimes I think they're watching and they're also going to the sites. And I don't know if we're experiencing technical difficulties this afternoon, but after the storm kind of glitches, because their emails, they're not getting through to some of the sites. But let's see, Leonidas, your website, they're saying your email is bouncing back. So, you know, could you repeat, Leonidas, your email just so that we are sure to have the correct email?
Absolutely, I'll put it in.
Thank you. Let's see. Someone has a BFA, a Bachelor's in Fine Arts degree, experience in multimedia marketing and digital design rather, and he's looking for an a company. Does anyone have some sort of a graphic design and
Yes, Queen's Workforce, he could send me his resume. My contact is in there. We do have a web design and graphic designer right now for Queens and for Long Island.
Okay, thank you. Any jobs for someone with an economics, a bachelor's in economics? No.
Sharon, Bill is trying to get back in, so I'm just giving you a heads up. He might be able to jump back in.
Oh, okay. So Diana, Jordan Smith is asking for Angela's contact information.
So I believe my email is in the chat as well. I know I've received a few emails already with some resumes of candidates expressing interest.
Oh, awesome.
I'm not sure we asked this one already. The clerical associate position with New York City hospitals, should they email Michelle or should they apply on the website?
They should go on the website, as well as email Jennifer Michelle.
They should go on the website as well as email Jennifer Michelle.
Okay, Stephanie Jerome has a bachelor's degree in human services. She has some experience in DSP and school setting. Who should she's trying to figure out which would be the best place for her to apply. Bachelor's in human services.
Sharon, she can definitely apply for Mercy Home. We have an assistant residential manager position open. So she might want to consider that, or any DSP position that we may have because she's interested in human services. So we might be a good fit for her.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Michelle?
Yes, as well as Queen Centers for Progress. Is that Miss Jerome? I had sent her my contact information.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Bill is back on. There we go. Perfect. Hi, Bill. Welcome back. We have some questions for you. Some of the, I think, Sharon, if you could remember some of the questions.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Yeah, it was an economics person who was interested, and then there was another person in finance. I was there screaming, please hear me, but you guys couldn't hear me.
What happens, I think somehow you turned into an attendee, and then I went to find you there and I promoted you. So I'm glad that you were listening, so you can go ahead and answer the questions.
Yeah, so my contact information is there, but you can send your resume to my first name, which is really William, so it's W, and my last name, Cleare, that you can see on the screen here, at newyorklife.com. Spell it all out, newyorklife.com. And I'll be happy to review your resume, have you come in or talk to you via Zoom and break down the opportunity all for you.
Bill, if I can ask you to please type that on the chat, I would really appreciate it. Thank
you. I will. Thank you.
Okay, someone's asking, Hamad Hussein is asking, are there any virtual jobs in the healthcare industry? Virtual positions?
This one is for Metroplus. Do you have to have a college degree to work for Metroplus?
It depends on the position I'm applying for, but the position for marketplace facility enroller, the minimum education requirement is a GED equivalent.
For the question that was asked previously, sorry, for the healthcare center, right now we don't have any telehealth opportunities, but there's an employer who is possibly looking for RNs to do a similar role, similar to the contact tracers, where they'll be interacting with candidates on the phone. So that position is currently being developed, and that's for registered nurses. So it would require a New York State RN license.
Yes. What jobs would be available for someone with a master's in teaching and learning K through 12 and teaching certificate for elementary education? Do any of you have opportunities?
I'm sorry, was that for a teaching position?
Elementary education?
Yes.
Okay, we have a pre-K teaching position. If they're interested in that, they could send me their resume.
Thank you. And as I have you there, how about for paraprofessionals? Any opportunities for paraprofessionals?
That we don't currently have at the Queens Workforce. Sorry.
Thank you.
So I have several college students are looking for positions. They're looking for something on airport or any of the assortment of essential positions. Leonidas, do you have anything that a college student might be able to follow up with you? And
absolutely, both positions actually that I advertise are they qualify. Both the warehouse ramp agent position and data entry, as long as they must be over 18, and for the warehouse ramp agent, they need a driver's license.
Okay.
This question is for Queens Center for Progress. They would like to know if a high school diploma is all that would be required for the weekend shift.
Yes, that would be enough. It would be ideal to have a driver's license, but if they don't have it, that's fine. Right now, we're shelter in place.
Perfect. I want to remind everyone, we have about 3 minutes. If you still have questions, please type them in the Q&A and we will try to get through as many as possible in the next few minutes.
Is any of the New York Life positions remote?
At this time, yes. Everyone is remote now. So you'll get acclimated using Zoom and interacting with our clientele via Zoom. Training is all through Zoom, contracting and application process all remotely.
Excellent.
This one is for Metroplus. Is your sale agent's position a commission pay only?
No, it's salary and it's unionized, and you get overtime and incentive bonus for meeting the goal.
Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome.
Someone just received their public health associates and was wondering what they would qualify for as they're moving on to study to get their bachelor's at Hunter College. So, hence, an associate's in public health. Depends on their personality, right? And what it is they might want to do. And they want to be in human services, for example.
Yes, Sharon, I was just going to piggyback off of your point. So if they are drawn to human services and while they're in school, they wish to have a part-time job, Our qualifications for Mercy Home are really simple. You just need a high school GED, a driver's license, and you would be eligible for any part-time job to go along with your school. So if that's something that interests them, they can certainly apply and reach out to me and Rhonda.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for mentioning part-time positions, because that's one of my separate questions that I had about someone else. I think it was Frances spoke about COVID accommodations. So for most of you, do you guys know that the companies are, making accommodations and providing PPEs where necessary, right? For the employees and
all
for
the companies are making the necessary accommodations to keep everyone safe.
Excellent, thank you.
Yes, Queens Centers for Progress is doing that as well. We have PPE for all of our staff.
Excellent.
Okay, I want to remind everyone that all the contact information for all the panelists, it's in our website at www.queensbp.org. Sharon, I turn it over to you.
Okay, one last point I want to make is, are tools being offered by any of the companies for remote work? Are any of the companies offering a laptop or something like that for people to work at home, work from home? They pretty much have to have their own equipment, as far as you know.
Yes, with us, you would have to have a laptop, desktop already. Zoom is free.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say for us, it would be provided for you. You even get a job cell phone, and you will get a laptop.
Okay, that's Rock Safe Street. Thank you so much. So again, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you partners for joining us this afternoon, for helping the community, providing these opportunities, for collaborating with the Office of the Borough President. It is good to see you all. It feels like we're old friends already. Thank you so much for your partnership. And on behalf of Borough President Lee and our staff, I thank all of you, and I encourage you all to stay safe, be well, and please join us again later in the month for the August 26th event. Thank you again, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, Sharon.